that is right for you in any of their locations across Central Florida. Remember, connecting is easy and guaranteed. Find out more at directconnect2ucf.com.
You know, Robin, what Sue Nassivera does not know is that we talk about her all the time.
We do.
Because she's the only person I know that has a tiger. Sue is so sweet and owns a tiger and has a husband. So I better be careful, Robin.
Yeah.
She's looking good, too.
I know.
Lost some weight, got a tiger. Did I tell you she has a tiger? Sue, sorry. Sue is in the studio, obviously, and she's on the board of directors at E.A.R.S. E.A.R.S stands for, don't tell me, Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary, and there is a car show that you must go to. If you like cars, oh my gosh, I learned so much about cars in the last few months. I'll explain to Sue, because I don't really know cars. I just drive them. So, Hey, Sue, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you know a lot about cars?
No.
How is it that you ended up with a car show as a fundraiser? Is it David? He
my
likes
husband,
cars?
Yeah, he's a car guy.
In what way?
Well, he drag races.
He does?
He does drag race, and that's kind of what attracted
Is that an expensive
me to
hobby?
him. It is.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very expensive.
So how does he know Don Garlas? Does he hang out with him?
He doesn't hang out with him, but he does know him. Yeah.
He came in one time, Don Garlas. I felt like I was with a celebrity. We saw Don
is a
Garlas.
celebrity.
I know.
Yeah.
We saw him in, not him, but his display in the Smithsonian Institute.
Awesome.
I said, holy cow.
He's pretty amazing.
Probably the only person I've ever met that's actually in the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So how's everything with the tiger is Maximus?
The Tiger Maximus.
Maximus.
Yes. Yep.
How to think of the name?
He's good.
The full name. I knew it was Max. But
He's
Maximus.
good. He's good. He's doing great. Still growing a little bit every day, and he's 3.5 years old now. And
So I told you we
doing
talk
wonderful.
about you a lot. The other
do?
day we talked about you.
Okay.
Did you happen to see this story? One tiger killed another tiger.
no.
Oh yeah.
In Busch Gardens.
Yeah. One got onto the other one, and that was the end
Oh,
of
was it a male-female thing?
I think so.
the
Yeah.
brother killed
Yeah.
the sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we worried about you.
Don't worry about me.
No.
Nah.
Everything's okay.
Everything's good.
Is Max neutered?
He is.
Okay, so that makes a big difference, right?
It does help. It does help. There's none of that testosterone, you know.
So I'd be a nicer guy if I,
You might be. You might be. You could be. Yeah.
I don't want to be a nice guy. I like being there.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about my car knowledge that I gained in the last few months.
Okay.
Now, I'm not telling you this to make you feel bad or anything. My brother died. My brother was a car guy. I mean, he was a car guy. And he lived out in California, was getting ready to move to Arizona. In fact, he had the land and he had a building already there. And in that building, which Robin and I went out to help clean up.
Did I see a picture of her in a car?
Yes.
Okay, I did see that. Okay.
Yes, and that old car, 1937 Pontiac.
Nice.
All of a sudden, I'm learning about old cars, and I had no idea that my brother did this. He fixed up old
that's cool.
cars.
That's
I knew
neat.
he was a car genius,
Right.
but I didn't know he fixed them up.
Right.
So that was one he was working on, and you know who we spoke to? We spoke to a guy from a TV show called Garage Squad. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of it.
So
Yeah.
I asked him, hey, can you come out and help us with this car? So
We'll see.
it's
So,
like a...
maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Good.
So how many cars normally show up at the car show?
Usually around 150, a little bit
Wow.
more, but the last show we had over 210 cars and motorcycles.
Wow, that's
So yeah,
great.
trucks, cars, and motorcycles. So it was a great show. So I'm hoping maybe to get 211.
How
this
long have you
time.
been doing this?
Probably 15 years or so. Yeah, we've been
The
doing
first
it.
car show, how many cars showed up at the first one?
Oh, we still had probably 50 or
You
more.
did?
Yeah.
You have a lot?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, and I was just bragging about this to Joe, the trophies are outstanding. They are unique. They are made by you, and they are really beautiful. And there's no photo on here that really does them justice.
Yeah, photos really don't do them justice. So
If it was a little bigger, Sue.
yeah, maybe. Well, I know.
They're
No,
outstanding.
you are really.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Do you ever have somebody say, "Can you make some trophies for my event?"
Yeah, it's just hard getting that many parts, and we go through a lot of parts. So it's hard to, I need them for our 2 car shows a year. So once I get them, I kind of hoard them because I need them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, of course, I'd do them for somebody if they wanted me to, but I'm always looking for more parts.
How long does it take you to make one of those trophies?
Not long if
Really?
if the art, the art gods smile upon me. Sometimes I can just look at some parts and go, oh, they need to go together this way. So,
Yeah.
and then once they're put together, welded, then they go to a powder coater, and they're powder coated, and then they are pinstriped for us. So when they're done, they're really
These
a nice piece of.
They really are beautiful, and it's worth entering your car to
sure is.
take a crack at one of these. How many of these will you give out?
We have 16 for this show.
And one for each category?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cars and motorcycles?
Cars, motorcycles, and trucks.
So which category am I
trucks.
most likely to win with my car? I got
What kind of car you got?
a Buick Rendezvous.
That would be, we do have a couple of trophies that don't have a category.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if something like that shows up and it needs a
How
trophy,
come my car has no category?
well, it might. I've never seen it. Maybe it's really
Oh,
amazing.
you've seen 100 of them. They're on the road everywhere. There's nothing unique about it.
Okay, well then it would get one of those extra special,
Does-
no category
Does your
trophies.
husband own a drag car? Whatever
Yeah.
you call those things?
Yeah, he has a twin turbo.
Is it on display at the car show?
It will be.
It
Yeah,
will be.
I think it will be.
Was it ever there before?
fabulous.
I think it's been there in the past.
I don't
yeah.
remember seeing it.
Yeah.
So do you take car entries in advance, or do you wait till the day of the
We
show?
do day of. It's just less work on us keeping up with it, and I can get you in the gate and get you parked in minutes. So we sometimes will have, 6, 8 cars lined up, and it just takes me a minute to give you your paperwork and take your $10 and get you parked.
And all of the proceeds you raise go to...
Everything goes to E.A.R.S Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. So your $10 that you are giving us to enter your car, that goes to E.A.R.S to feed and house all our animals there.
Joe said he's going to do a remote from there?
He said yeah,
That'd be nice.
it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be fun.
So he's going to have to bring me back some food. That's how I contribute. I show up and I eat.
Well, and our food is great. We prepare all the food. It's donated from local people, and then we have some great people that cook it for us, and we have
Do you know
great
that-
prices, and it's wonderful.
Do you know what I find interesting? I was going to say amazing, but maybe interesting is a better word. Is that you love animals, but you are not a vegetarian.
No, I am a vegetarian.
Oh, you are a vegetarian. Oh, I didn't.
I've been a vegetarian 30 years.
Oh, okay. But not a vegan.
I'm not a vegan.
So you eat eggs and cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
But no fish, no chicken, no anything with flesh.
Oh, okay. And David, does he?
No, he eats meat every night.
He does.
Me too. Him and I will get along good.
Yes,
I'm a
yeah,
carnivore.
he-
But,
Yeah, he is too.
Max has to eat meat, right?
Max eats only meat
you can't?
every single night.
That's what they say about cats, all cats.
Most, like dogs, there's this new thing, some of these vegans want their dogs to be vegan because whatever.
yeah.
They need to eat meat. They need
So why did you become a vegetarian if it's...
because I'm an animal freak.
You just didn't want to eat an animal.
I can't eat something, I can't look at it out in the field and love it and eat it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Is that one of Max's teeth on your necklace there?
actually, this is Samson, my first tiger that I raised.
Oh.
That's one of his baby teeth, and then these teeth here are leopard baby teeth.
Oh,
So the
my
difference
gosh.
between a leopard's baby tooth and
I
a
don't-
tiger baby tooth are quite different.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know
yes.
about Samson. Tell me about
Wow.
Samson.
Yeah, I had Samson. I got him about 12, 13 years ago. He came to us.
And where's he now?
He's passed away.
Oh, okay.
He came from a very bad place, had health issues from birth, and I had him for 18 months, and he passed away at
Oh,
my
you're
at
incredible.
my house.
All the tigers.
And is that what E.A.R.S does? You, like the name says, you do rescue animals that have been abused?
Yeah, when we first started in 2001, Gail Bowen started it, and And, back then there seemed to be more. When I started being involved at E.A.R.S. almost 17 years ago now, there were more cats, more animals that had been either not fed properly or abused. Now there's not as much of that. It seems it's just people that aren't licensed.
Oh, I see.
Or they're not caring for them properly. It's not as much as, we were seeing before, where we had some that came in that, really were abused.
So we had a story yesterday about the capturing of the Burmese pythons down in the Everglades. The part of the story I want to tell you is that the story said 99% of the mammals that are native to the Everglades are now gone because these pythons keep eating them. And that means the food supply for the Florida panthers and the alligators
Is less.
because that's what they eat. They eat the rabbits and the other things that the other mammals, whatever they are.
Right.
So now we've got this big push to capture and kill the Burmese pythons. So, and I was against it at first because I think, why let them live and let
Right.
live? But I didn't realize how much it was disrupting the
Ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It always tends to do that. When you take something, if you put something that doesn't belong in the food chain, it messes everything up.
Yeah.
If you take something out of the food chain, it messes everything up. So we need to leave things alone. Stop putting stuff that's not native and letting them go. Find a place. There's places that will take your Burmese python. Don't let it go. Give it to somebody that
But
knows
they
what
didn't
they're
all
doing.
belong to somebody. What happens, as you know, they all reproduce.
Oh, sure. Now
Yeah.
they're happy down there, and they're
Yeah.
making lots of.
But that has no more food supply pretty soon if they eat all the rabbits.
Well, they'll start moving north. They're going to move
Yeah, they're
north.
going to migrate up here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nature always finds a way.
Wow.
That's right.
This is why I have a Buick.
So you can leave. You can head north if
It's a little higher over the ground. It's not so close to the ground.
You have some really clever things in all of your past car shows. One year you had an artist that did a picture of Maximus that you raffled off.
Yes.
And you have different types of items that you raffle every
Yes.
year. They're pretty amazing.
Yeah, we get a lot of donations. We have some great people in Marion County and other counties, but mostly Marion County, that support us, and they support us by giving things that we can raffle. So we always have some wonderful things. So when you come to our car show, you can find our raffle area and get involved for $1 and get in on a really cool painting or a T-shirt or whatever it is that somebody's donated. So there's lots of things to do.
Where do the animals come from at E.A.R.S? Where do they come from?
It could be private ownership. If the people, can't care for them anymore, they'll call us, or FWC, Florida Fish and Wildlife, will call us and say, we have this, we have that. Can you house it for us? And they've taken them either away from a private individual for whatever reason, or if it's a bear, Florida black bear, maybe the mother had been hit on the road and the baby is too young to go out on its own, and we may end up with them that way.
So once the animals come into E.A.R.S, they really cannot be released into the wild anymore?
No, everything that comes to E.A.R.S stays with E.A.R.S for the rest of their lives. People don't understand that, especially the big cats, they don't come, no big cat you see in captivity comes from the wild. So if you're seeing a tiger or a lion or a leopard or whatever it is, they didn't come from the wild so you can look at them in a zoo or a sanctuary, or they were captive bred.
Oh, really?
Yes, and that's gone on for many, many, many generations. So people don't understand that. We're not taking.
They couldn't let them go because they wouldn't know what to do.
They were never taught by their mothers.
We had a story this morning. It's probably in this papers here somewhere about a wild bird that picked up a baby dingo in Australia and dropped it in somebody's yard. And they knew it was a puppy, but they didn't know it was a dingo. And they're starting to raise it. Next thing you know, whoa, this is a dingo. Right? And it is wild. It's not like, it doesn't have that whole backstory of being domesticated.
Sure. Well, when I say big cats are captive bred, now we do have bears, like I said, that have come to us that came from the wild. because their mother was killed on the road or something like that. But as far as tigers or...
And when you raise something that's first generation captivity, are they more wild than something that's been the child of a child of a child that was... No? They're all kind of the same?
I mean, you know...
So the little baby bears that you raise, they're kind of more domesticated than...
By the time, especially if we get them really little, they're dependent on us. They're dependent on us to feed them. So they're pretty,
So you're the mama to a lot of animals. Mm-hmm. They love you, right?
They do.
When you show up, is it like a dog at the door, like when you come home?
They like they know the sound of my vehicle. The leopards that I was lucky enough to raise, and they're 16 years old now. So they came into us when they were 4 months old. So I raised them and went up there every day because I wasn't licensed at the time. Went up twice a day, carried them in and out, fed them, cleaned them. They imprinted on me. So when they hear my vehicle pull into E.A.R.S property, they're yelling for me.
Have you ever been to the bat thing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Luby.
Bat.
Yeah. Do you know that guy?
Yes.
We had him
Luby.
in the studio. Him and his wife are amazing, too.
That's a neat place.
Yeah.
Very
But
neat
he
place.
says those animals don't really warm up to you. The bats don't really.
Yeah, well, I've not been around bats a lot, so
You think
other
they
than
would?
there, I don't know.
They look cute. I mean, they look
They
like
really,
dogs with
I think
wings.
they are kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are cute.
I never knew. I thought bats were bat. I had no idea they had a face even.
Yeah.
Do you give tours at E.A.R.S?
We do give tours at E.A.R.S. Right now we're doing tours every Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
We ask you to be there a few minutes early, 15 minutes early. We do a little paperwork and get you ready for your tour. Tour lasts about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We walk you around our 35-acre facility, introduce you to all the animals, let you know what we do, show you, what we do, and hopefully you fall in love with us and want to come back. And
What are the rules? No camera?
yeah, we have stopped photography, although we have photos there that you can take with you. We don't do photography, mainly because your pictures are going to be from 3 or 4 feet away from the cage. So all you're going to get is cage. You're not going to get the animal.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
pictures that I take are of the animal, not the cage. So they're a lot nicer. So we don't do that. You can't touch. So there's no touching. You'll see me touching because I'm licensed to do so, but you cannot touch any of our animals there. So you have to stay back about 3 feet. And that's for your safety as well as their safety, because if something happens to you, something happens to them.
I think the first time we met you guys was with a white tiger.
Probably
In a
Dante.
casket.
And it was, I think that's right.
It was Dante.
And I
yeah.
think it was 41 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And I was told you can't touch it because it's over 40
Yeah.
pounds. I thought, oh, come on.
Yeah.
It was so cute. It was running around.
Yeah.
And somebody had a big, fluffy black dog that was about the same size. And they were like pals. They were playing in the studio.
If they're raised together, they'll play together.
Yeah.
During your fall car show, you also have food.
Yes, great
For
food.
the humans,
Yes.
yeah.
Right.
Great food and drinks, and great prices. So you can bring your whole family. You can bring your whole family for free because it's free to all spectators, and come eat lunch and have, Italian ice or whatever, popcorn and hamburgers, hot dogs. We usually do like a Philly cheesesteak. We have a lot of really, really good food at great prices. You can feed your family really cheap.
And you have different vendors there also. You
Yes.
had a guy from Gainesville with his honey and
Yep.
things.
Yeah, we have a bee club that comes and has honey. Lots of different vendors selling everything you can think of. So they all come and set up.
So
for
this is going to be Saturday, November 16th, which is a week from this Saturday, right?
Yes.
At your place.
Yes.
And your place is, what's the address and how do you get there?
It is 2250 Northeast 70th Street, and that is Highway 326 in Ocala.
Okay.
Very easy to find your places.
Very
too.
easy to find. We have a sign out front that says car show. I'll also park a big yellow Hummer out by the road. You can't miss that thing.
Big yellow
And,
Hummer.
yes,
Does the GPS work with your place?
it does.
Because some places it doesn't. Like the bat thing, the GPS
Yeah.
doesn't really take you to the right place.
No.
Yeah. So his advice to us was to use the Google Maps. And
Oh,
then
there you
just-
go.
Yeah, that worked
There you
better.
go.
Yeah.
I think I like Google Maps better anyhow.
Yeah,
It
'cause
seems to work better.
It doesn't yell at you to make a U-turn.
I know. It doesn't. Reroute and reroute and reroute. Yeah.
What is one of your most favorite cars that you've seen over the years that participated in your car show?
Oh, I can't.
Because they all have their own unique personalities, and so do the owners.
Yeah. I mean, I really can't name one. They're all, and unfortunately for me, I stay so busy, especially these last 3 years that I've had Max, going back and forth, giving tours to see Max, that I hardly see the show. I take a few cars in. I start tours with Max at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And every half hour. So I don't see who's even there anymore. I hate that, but Max needs me to be there
sure.
with him. So I'm bringing 25, 35 people every half hour to see him.
You also have a memorial garden there.
That's at E.A.R.S.
Oh, that is at
Yes,
E.A.R.S.
yes.
Okay.
What is
I thought you
that?
had-
Where all of our animals that have passed.
I think I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Cars and Cool Cats Fall Car Show. If you are a car enthusiast, you are going to see a bunch of cars. It's just a bunch of fun people too. When you go to this event, there's just so many people that are from all over the place. And they bring their cars. So
Motorcycles, trucks.
motorcycles, maybe a Buick Rendezvous.
Could be.
You might be
Could
on the
be.
radio if Joe's doing a remote. He said he's going to do one.
I think he's going to do a remote at E.A.R.S.
Oh, at E.A.R.S.
At E.A.R.S.
I'm
sometime.
confused.
Not the
Yeah,
car show.
Not at the car show. I wish he'd come to the car show. Maybe,
Okay,
maybe we
okay.
can talk
Yeah.
him into that. But anyhow, he did say he was
So
going
if
to
you
do one
want
at E.A.R.S.
if you want to enter your car, truck, motorcycle, whatever, it's $10.
Yes, $10.
And then you could get a nice trophy at the end of it, and there's also a 50-50 raffle.
Oh, yeah, the 50-50 raffle is a big deal. You usually win quite a bit of money.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you usually win, the pot is usually over $1,000, so it's 50% of whatever the pot is you get to go home with. So for $1 entry, you can't.
And you're not just about ears. You're not just about the animals. You personally are also about community because you align yourself with people like Dorothy Jenkinson and Gareth Vandegrift. And when Hurricane Michael hit, I mean, Dorothy
Right.
was the first
Oh,
one
gosh,
in the
yes.
studio collecting things. So
Yep.
you're just not about helping the animals. You, Sue, are so involved in community. Whenever somebody needs help, you're always there.
Yes, I try to be. I mean, of course, I'm, the animal lady, tiger lady. But, if there's, humans that need us, if I can help in any way, I try to do that.
Yeah,
You do a great job, always.
You're with a good group of people. Every name.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I've got a great support system that I could not do this show without them.
You guys are
Could not do
outstanding.
it.
Do you have a camel?
I do have a camel. Her name
thought
is
I-
Millie.
Millie.
Oh,
I think I saw
nice.
the camel. I think
You probably have seen
Do you
Millie.
remember our friend Doug?
Yes.
Yeah, I got a picture of Doug standing with Millie.
Oh, yeah. Millie is the most, I think I can say that she's the most selfie
Oh, really?
camel in the world.
The selfie
'cause-
camel.
Oh, yeah, because everybody that comes to our place has got to get their picture with Millie. And she is very friendly, so her face, you see her and barely yours because she's got a big head. She's a big girl.
When everybody comes to the car show, there is no admission fee.
Right.
But if we want to bring a donation for ears, what kind of things can we bring just to donate?
Okay. Well, there's lots of things you can bring. We have, because at E.A.R.S. not only do we have tigers and lions, we also have monkeys and bears and small animals, parrots, a little bit of everything. So the monkeys, we always are trying to collect like canned goods to have as a backup when we don't have enough fresh produce, because they eat 3 times a day.
Oh.
So they're small, but they eat small amounts 3 times a day, and they eat what you and I eat, especially me, because they don't eat as much
Okay,
meat. So,
right.
so they
Oh,
like
so-
fruits and vegetables, and when it's cold, they like oatmeal and a hot meal. So, so we try to keep stuff like that available for them. Blankets, towels, if you're cleaning out your closets, anything like that, we can use those. Bleach, we use a lot of bleach. So, if you're in the dollar store, store and you see some
Wow.
bleach on sale, bring some bleach. Yep.
Sue, good to see you.
Good seeing you.
You look good. Tell
Thanks.
David we said hi.
I will.
And everybody else, and we'll see you on November 16th at your place, 2250 Northeast 70th Street, also known as Highway 326. Use Google Maps or GPS seems to work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And if you have a car, truck, motorcycle, bicycle, Buick, just $10 and your car is in the show, and you will not believe how beautiful Sue's trophies are. Thank you, Sue.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. My phone number, 352-266-2859 for any questions about E.A.R.S or the car show. I try to always answer my calls. Thank
Very
you.
good. Thank you, Sue.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.